What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the G.I. Joe classified Snake Eyes origin movie, Snake Eyes. And so here we have Snake Eyes posing out of the packaging. Before we take a look at the figure, let's actually run through his accessories really fast. Snake Eyes does come with two different head sculpts. We do get an unmasked head, which looks pretty decent. I do like the likeness to it. But then we get his masked helmet, which I think is a far superior version. He also comes with his standard katana, which looks really nice. It does come with a scabbard that does go into his back, and you can slide the katana into the scabbard. His final accessory is two trench knives, which look really good with the figure, and I love the detailing of them. The only problem is they don't have any weapon storage. Other than that, Snake Eyes here doesn't come with any other accessories, which is a little bit of a shame. I would have loved to see him come with his signature Uzi, but unfortunately he doesn't come with it. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually have a closer look at Snake Eyes. And so here we have a closer look at Snake Eyes. Now, I really do like this design. I'm not a fan of the movie. I haven't seen the movie. I've heard terrible things about the movie, so I'm probably not going to see it. But as far as the design of Snake Eyes goes, I actually really do enjoy the design of Snake Eyes. They did a really good job of modernizing the costume. I'm honestly a fan of the visor more than the goggles, so this actually does look good in my honest opinion. If you guys don't like it, that's perfectly fine as well, but me personally, I do like the look of the visor. I just kind of wish that there was some difference in color. I know we do have some textural differences between his helmet right here, but the visor, I would have liked to see it as a gunmetal. I think that would have looked better than just having everything black. I do like the texturing right here on his mask. They did a fantastic job with the different materials on his helmet. I think if anything, his helmet could do with some sheen differences, like maybe the visor a heavier gloss, and then we have some matte and satin and semi-glosses going around. I think that would look so much better, but as it stands, it's still a really solid head sculpt. So looking at his body armor, like I said, it is a good modern representation of Snake Eyes. I think this costume looks better than the one he had in the original G.I. Joe movie, but I think I liked the original G.I. Joe movie better than what I've seen from Snake Eyes. So yeah, looking at his body armor, I really do like the texture that they went with. You can see it looks like a Kevlar, which is really nice. I do love that he has an undersuit underneath his armor plating. So they did a really good job with that, and I love the way the armor plating just sits on his body. They did a fantastic job sculpting this figure. It kind of looks like he's a motocross champion, because this kind of does remind me of a motocross body outfit or body armor. So yeah, I really love the texturing here. They did a fantastic job just with the textures. And one thing I really enjoy about this figure, I've been saying really enjoy because I do, is how much different the texturing is. You can see there's two different textures right here, and then we have another texture right here, and it just makes a very beautiful contrast for the figure, especially right down here in his lower back. You can see his spinal plates right there. They look really good. On his left arm, we do have the Arashikage logo, excuse me. Really do like his armor plates here. They did a really good job here at his bicep. You can see right here they did add some texturing where it kind of looks like padded armor, which it does make sense. You don't want to have body armor throughout the entire outfit. You want to have some softer spots, and it does look like a gambeson right here. If not a gambeson, some material that looks like a gambeson, and it really it does showcase how nice this figure looks, especially when you see the texturing here on his gauntlet versus the gambeson. Hasbro knocked it out of the park with the texturing. The armor plating does look good in places, and in other places it does make you wonder why they went with that decision. Because the back plate right here, why is it so big? You don't need that much protection on your hindquarters, to be quite honest. But again, texturing throughout the costume. This does seem to be a different texture from the undersuit here. This one's more of like a crosshatch pattern. This one's more of like that actually looks like a Kevlar fabric versus the Kevlar plate, so you can actually see some differences there. We have some more texture right here. His thigh guards look really good. I'm just kind of confused why they don't go all the way around. We have some more of that gambeson-like material, so I'm guessing that's lighter armor right here at the thighs. It looks really good. I really do like the way Snake Eyes came out. The materials and fabrics and all the different contrasts look good, and then we do have his knee pads with some red. This is probably like some of the few color that we see on him. He's mainly black with some silver and a few speckles of red. The greaves do look good, and again we have some differentiating textures there. So overall, Hasbro did a fantastic job with Snake Eyes, and this is actually the first G.I. Joe figure I'm actually messing with, so I think they did a fantastic job with the G.I. Joe line. I don't have any issues with this particular Snake Eyes, but we'll see how that goes as I review other figures. As far as Snake Eyes here goes, really do like it, and yeah, you do get an unmasked head, but Snake Eyes should never ever be unmasked in my opinion, and he should stay quiet. He needs to be silent. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So what we're going to do now is actually compare Snake Eyes to other figures you may have in your collection. And so here we have Snake Eyes posed next to a Marvel Legends Cyclops and a DC Multiverse Superman. Here we have Snake Eyes posed next to a WWE Elite Scale figure and a Mezco 1/12 Collective Popeye the Sailor Man. And so here we have Snake Eyes posed next to a Lightning Collection White Ranger and a Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian. So with the comparisons out of the way, guys, let's actually move on to Snake Eyes articulation. Now, he does sport an impressive amount of articulation, and I really do like what Hasbro has done with the G.I. Joe figures in terms of their articulation. For starters, we do have a ball hinge here at the head, but because of the way his collar rises up, you don't get too much backwards movement with his head, so that's a little bit unfortunate. Thankfully, because it's a hinge, it does hinge down, and we can have him bury his head into his chin. And we do get some no pivot on that ball joint, but we do have somewhat of a ball joint here at the neck, so that does allow for some better range of movement, so I do like that. Kind of wish the tilt was a little bit better, but overall I am still happy with it. So I do honestly feel like Snake Eyes needs more head articulation, because he's a character that really doesn't speak, so having him be able to express emotion through head movement is probably the best thing. So moving on to the figure, he does have a butterfly joint, which does go back about that far, comes forward about that far, goes out to the side about that far. It doesn't want to go all the way horizontal. I guess I can try to force it, but yeah, it doesn't really want to go full horizontal on either side, and the butterfly joint does seem to only go to about right there on both sides. His arm does go all the way around, not at all hindered at all. You do have to watch out for his strap here. It is a floating piece, but it doesn't get in the way of anything, so that's pretty good. We do have a bicep swivel, which works fine. Double bend at the elbow, giving us much better than 90 degrees. I do like that. We do have a swivel and a vertical hinge on the hand, which is accurate for a weapon holding hand, so we do get some really good range there. He does have an ab crunch, which goes back about that far. Really impressed by that. Goes forward about that far. We do have a swivel here at the waist, and I do like that they implemented a ball jointed waist, so you can see he does pivot side to side, forward and back, and that does help with crunching him forward and arching him back. Legs do kick forward to about right there, kick back, go out to the side all the way. I do like that. And then he does have a ball jointed or ball hinged hip, so it does drop down to afford some better range and movement, so that's pretty good. I do like that. He has a thigh swivel up high, double bend here at the knee, kind of stiff on mine, but it does go up quite a bit. No boot cut swivel, unfortunately. We don't have anything breaking up the sculpt here, so he just has a standard hinge in the foot going back and forward. And then of course we do have forward facing pin for rocker ankle, and his ankles do seem a little bit loose in some areas. Like once it hits a detent it stays, but when it's in between a detent you can see it kind of is a little bit loose, and that's pretty much how it's been on all the figures I've seen so far, so that is a little bit unfortunate. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get Snake Eyes posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. And so here we have the G.I. Joe Classified Series Snake Eyes Origin Movie Snake Eyes posed for my final thoughts. And overall, you might not like the movie. I haven't seen it, so I really can't speak on it. But this is a really nice figure. I really love what they did with Snake Eyes here. Now, I might be in the minority here when it comes to Snake Eyes, but I honestly prefer Ninja Commando Snake Eyes to Commando Snake Eyes. I don't know what it is. I think I grew up around the time when they were converting Snake Eyes into a full-blown ninja, and that's where I get the idea of Snake Eyes. It's okay if you don't like the Ninja Snake Eyes, but as far as this figure goes, it's a really solid figure. The articulation is really good on him. The detail is spot on, and like I said, it is a really good modernization of Snake Eyes. Granted, it is from terrible source material, being the movie. I still think this is a really, really awesome Snake Eyes figure to have in your collection. And if you're a fan of Snake Eyes, like I am, because Snake Eyes is probably the best G.I. Joe, if you want to dispute that, you can leave your comments on who your favorite Joe is. But to me, Snake Eyes is the best G.I. Joe character. Even though he doesn't say much, he doesn't need to be a really fun characters. So if you are looking for the Snake Eyes origin movie figures, they are starting to hit stores at the time I'm making this video, although to be quite honest, I have never seen a G.I. Joe figure in stores. The only place I have seen them is online on Amazon and Big Bad Toy Store. Now, I did pick up my Snake Eyes from Amazon. Originally, I wasn't expecting this figure till October, but Amazon was able to ship this out to me earlier, which I'm really happy for because I ended up liking this Snake Eyes a lot more than I thought I would. I feel like he should have his Uzi. That is one thing that Snake Eyes needs to have. His machine gun is one of his defining weapons, just like his katana. If you're going to have one, he needs to have the other, at least in my honest opinion. This Snake Eyes will run you about $20, which is your standard G.I. Joe figure for the classified series, so that's pretty decent. It's what you would expect to pay from a 6-inch line. And I do think he needs more accessories, but with what he comes with, I think it's pretty good. Other than that, like I said, if you're a Snake Eyes fan, you're really going to love this figure like I did. With that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and check out all my other action figure reviews, as well as my G.I. Joe videos, which should start coming up soon, guys. I am getting into the line, so hopefully you guys find my videos informative. As always, if there's a figure you'd like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it fits in my collection, I'll gladly have a look at it. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, and as always, ring that bell to be notified every time I upload a video. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.